Please join me to see our president approach the stage, discussing the recently union debacle at Bull Run with Senators Charles Sumner of Massachusetts and Senator Zachariah Chandler, Republican of Michigan. The president.
Yes, Senator, yes. Senator. Yes, I know, Senator, I know, yes, I understand. I wanted to ask you, how is your son doing? Good, very good, very good. Vice President, you're along with us here, very good. All right. And Senator Chandler, your wife, I hope she's doing fine. I know she wasn't feeling so well. Good. She's, all right, great. All right. Thank you very much, detail. Thank you. Senators, Vice President, please come on up on stage. Hup, don't trip, hup. Watch your step. Come into my office, please. Come in. So I guess you appreciated my message, my July 4th message, but first we have to talk about Bull Run. Now, I agree with you wholeheartedly. McDowell just was not up to it, was he? McDowell was not the right man. He thought we'd just have a picnic out there. And it was a disaster. You say, well, the rebels were just as inexperienced as we were, so you can't use that excuse, sir. We were in bad shape, and it turned into a rout. Beauregard, that Southern general, got the best of us. Now, on my July 4th message, thank you for your... Yes, thank you. Well, I tried to be clear. Gentlemen, you understand that I will never agree to a formulation that makes the so-called Confederate States of America a sovereign nation equal to these United States of America. I will never accept such formulation. No. Impossible. This would give them a legitimacy which they do not deserve, which they simply do not have. I say this is an insurrection by a group of people, of rebels in the South. So I tried to make that clear in my 4th of July message to you. Gentlemen, we have an emergency. We have a national emergency on hand here. Blockade? The naval blockade. Well, yes, you say, Senator, that a naval blockade is a recognized legal instrument of war against another state. Well, Senator, you may have a point there. You know I'm a lawyer, and I reckon I'm a pretty good lawyer, that is, in a Western law court. But of course, in the law courts out in the West, we never practice the law of nations, so to speak. So I really left that to Secretary of State Seward. I believe that the Constitution gives me the principal war-making authority, and it's the job of the other branches of government to row along with me as best as possible with as little interference as possible. And the blockade, well, perhaps you could say it was an instrument against a sovereign state, but again, I'm going to let Secretary of State Seward deal with that. The writ. I knew you would bring up the writ. Yes, I did institute a writ of habeas corpus. Gentlemen, whether these measures were legal or not, I mean, they can be argued. However, I felt that the people were demanding this. I had to do this, institute these measures by popular demand, increasing the size of the Army and the Navy, increasing the term of enlistment from 3 months to 3 years. This is not going to be a short war. It doesn't look that way. And, yes, instituting a naval blockade. Now, the writ of habeas corpus, as you know, gentlemen, when you suspend the writ of habeas corpus, that allows you to jail a person without bringing him in front of a magistrate and telling them what the charges are. I know it's a drastic measure. Now, I didn't institute the suspension throughout the land. I just instituted it, I established it on the corridors between Philadelphia and Washington. Gentlemen, I don't have to tell you. There are many Southern sympathizers in Maryland. We've had violence already. And what are our troops supposed to do? We have troops from the great state of Rhode Island coming down to Washington, D.C. How are these Rhode Islanders supposed to get here? Are they supposed to dig under, like moles under Maryland? Are they supposed to fly? They don't have wings. So yes, I did institute the writ. Gentlemen, this insurrection presents to us the fundamental question of whether a constitutional republic, a democracy, a government by the people and of the same people, can, in a national emergency against domestic foes, maintain its territorial integrity. So these measures, I feel, are essential. It presents this question to the whole family of man, I would say, not just to we here in the United States. Other countries are looking at us. Now, gentlemen, I've said quite a bit here. I am not sure why you came to visit me, so let me be quiet. Can you tell me why you visited me? Senator, you say that you believe that our goals are not lofty enough, that instead of simply saving the Union, restoring the Union, we should also set as our goal the abolishment of slavery. Well, Senator, you probably know that in my heart, I believe you. I'm with you. However, we have to realize that if we were to emancipate the slaves at this point, we might lose Kentucky. And if we lose Kentucky, I'm pretty sure Missouri would follow. And if we lost Kentucky and Missouri, then I'm not sure things might get out of hand. We could lose everything. So, gentlemen, I might agree with you in principle, but that peach is not yet ripe for the picking. Thank you, gentlemen.